Ayun, good afternoon everyone. Isang mapayapang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And also, maraming salamat po sa nanood sa aming kahapon ni Miss Universe 2015 Pia Alonso Wurzbach. Maraming salamat po. So, oh my God, from Universe, diretso tayo ngayon ng World. Last naming magkita sa event pa. Tapos ngayon, nagkita, virtually lang kami ngayon nagkita, and hopefully after ng ECQ na to, magkita ulit kami at magka-bonding. Oh my God! Na-meet ko tong guest ko ngayon noong Christmas party ng The Qrown Philippines, at graciously pumunta siya at hindi niya alam that time na birthday ko noon. So, isa yon sa pinaka-best birthday ever ko. Kasi siya ang isa sa mga special guest ko that night. Sino nga ba itong pinag-uusapan natin? One of my good friends, Miss World, Megania!
Hello! Hi! Bakit natawa ka nung sinabi mong good friend?
Good friend naman ko na.
Sabi mo, my good friend!
Kamusta, Megs? Kamusta, Mars?
I'm
How are
good.
you?
Mabuti naman ako, Mars friends. Ito, nasa bahay lang as everyone else. And I only go out when I need to.
Ayun. Mars, also, tinatanong ko to sa mga guests ko, ng mga beauty queens, sa 76 days ko na ginagawa to. Ito yung tinatanong ko, Mars, kamusta ngayon ang enhanced community quarantine mo, experience, and at the same time, ano na yung mga new skills or mga skills na na-enhance sa 76 days na naka-lockdown natin?
I think my gaming skills have definitely gone up. But kidding aside, Nick and I have actually been working a lot on our online content kasi syempre natigil na yung taping namin, and that's our main source of income. So for the time being, we're trying to find different ways on how to earn money, and online has been great for us. And that's what we've been working on a lot. The podcast, the YouTube channel, and of course the gaming stream that I do. So it's been great. We've been able to do a lot, and I've been able to learn more about my husband and our relationship throughout this quarantine. So it's been helpful, but we're trying to do the best that we can to help out other people that need help during this quarantine.
Ayun. Thank you so much. At nakikita ko naman sa social media mo that you champion mga causes sa time ngayon ng pandemic. And Mars,
Yeah.
ito, before tayo pumunta sa pageant life, diretso muna tayo sa interesting. Paano ka, Mars, nag-start sa show business? Sino ang nag-motivate sa'yo to push yung show business talaga? Kasi as we all know, starstruck ka. So,
Yeah.
paano yung story ng starstruck days mo?
So yung story doon is fan ako ng Starstruck Batch 1. Super funny. Ganun yung peg ko. Alam mo yung to the point na nagte-text ako sa 2366. Kasi ganun, nagte-text ako. Sabi ko, gusto ko replyan ako ng idol ko. So yun yung ginagawa ko. And I realized, why don't I join Starstruck Season 2? Kasi mali mo, ma-meet ko yung mga iniidolo ko. And I did that during a weekday. Nagpaalam kami sa classroom teacher namin. Sabi namin, okay lang ba, ma-miss namin yung classes? Kasi mag-audition kami sa Starstruck. Kasi ganun lang, trip lang namin magkakaibigan. And from there, I got in eventually to the top 14, and everything just started from there.
And eto, Mars, question. First time mo ngayon pumasok sa reality show, and may nakikita kang mga artista na. Mars, kanino ka na starstruck na artista?
Alam mo, kasi favorite ko talaga siya. At siya yung reason kung bakit ako sumali ng Starstruck. Si Jeneline Mercado talaga. Noon hanggang ngayon, nasa Starstruck ako pag nakikita ko siya. She's so beautiful in person, tapos sobrang bait, and she's so talented. So kahit hanggang ngayon, nasa Starstruck pa rin ako sa kanya.
And also, Mars, speaking of Starstruck, take me back to that experience nung nasa Starstruck ka na. Ano yung memorable experience mo with the reality show, with the with the with the with the host, with the co-contestant mo that
Yeah.
time?
Alam mo kasi, hindi ako sanay sa mga shoots nung time na yon dahil isa lang akong simpleng estudyante. So, school, bahay lang talaga yung alam ko. And nung sinabak ako sa Starstruck, nagulat ako dun sa working hours, nagulat ako kung yung grind para maggawa mo yung mga taping and scheduling. Nagulat ako, and even my body was shocked at one point. So that's something that I'll never forget. Being 14 years old and being thrown into the world of show business, not knowing what to expect, getting frustrated over it eventually. But I think I needed to go through all that frustration and I guess teenage angst during those times na nagsa-starstruck ako. Kasi at least ngayon, mas may patience na ako sa ginagawa ko.
Ayun. And trivia lang, isa ako sa kumampaign noon sa'yo nung pumasok ka ng PBB.
Thank
Kinampanya
you.
talaga kita. Sobrang kinampanya talaga kita.
Thank
Tapos, ang
you.
nakakatuwa lang nito, Megs, is may mga ilan-ilan kasi noon na nagsaspot na talaga sa'yo na why not join beauty pageant? Ito, Mars, tanong ko naman sa'yo, paano yung transition mo? Sino yung nag-motivate sa'yo? Sino yung nagsabi sa'yo na mag-join ka ng beauty pageant? At paano ka nakumbinsi ng tao na yon na mag-join na ngayon ng beauty pageant?
Okay, so balikan natin ang Starstruck days. Nag-press conference kami para ipakilala sa press people and sa mga manonood. And the first thing that they said to me was, one, kamukha ko daw si Don Sulueta nung bata siya. And two, pwede daw ako mag-beauty queen. Which are two things that I had never heard in my life. Dahil noong time na yun, hindi ko pa kilala si Don Sulueta dahil girl ako noong time na yun. I was like, who's that? Tapos, I didn't know what a beauty pageant was. It's like initially, like nakikita ko sa TV pero hindi ko alam kung ano ba yung ginagawa doon. So I had a very, very like small idea what a pageant was, but it just slipped my mind. Parang, okay, whatever. Kasi wala akong pakialam noong time na yun kasi bagets, angsty, alam mo yon. So that was the first time that I ever heard somebody say na I could join a pageant. Aside from yung parang town pageant na ginawa ko, but like a big one. And then I guess throughout the years, people were just saying na join a pageant, join a pageant. And eventually, nakilala ko si Direk Jeffrey Jaturian. Siya yung naging director ko sa MMK and various other shows on ABS before. And he said, anak, baka pwede kitang i-introduce sa kaibigan ko kasi they wanna meet you and talk to you about pageant. Sabi ko, ano po yun? Like, ano pong ginagawa doon? Parang, di ba, medyo may pagka-rebelde pa ako noon. So parang, Direk, ako? Ako? Sasali ng ganyan? Nakikita mo ba yung lakad ko? Very, very like boyish talaga yung dating ko. And he was one of the first people that seriously talked to me about pageants. So from there, I met sina Mama J, sina Tito Nad, Mama Ru, eventually Bessie, and Papa J and Albert. And we had a couple of meetings throughout the course of 2 to 3 years. It was always one meeting, mag-iisip ako, tapos ayoko. And then the next year, babalikan nila ako. Gusto ko ba? Pag-iisip ako, tapos ayoko. So parang back and forth talaga siya. Hanggang sa 2013, I think that's when I decided on my own na. Like, wala nang nagtanong. Kasi nung 2012, sabi ko, ayokong sumali. Huwag niyo na akong kulitin. After ko one training with Aces and Queens, sabi ko, ayoko na. Like, kung gusto kong sumali, sasabihin ko sa inyo. So, huwag niyo akong kulitin. And then eventually, like one day, I just woke up and it was a very strange feeling. Okay, Mars France. Para siyang intuition na paggising mo, parang kinakausap ka ng universe, ng stars. I don't know, it's medyo weird yung feeling niya ha. Pero parang may snap na sinasabi na, why don't you think about it? Why don't you think about pageants? And that's where it started. And that's when I told them na, hey, let's meet again. I seriously want to talk to you guys about this na.
And also,
Mahaba
ito,
ng kwento. May
oo,
journey kasi siya.
ang ganda nga eh. Ito, Mars, kamusta ngayon ang preparation mo papasok ng Miss World Philippines papuntang screening? At ang sa screening nandun din ako sa MOA.
Love it! Okay, so from the moment that I decided that I wanted to do a pageant, hindi pa ako decided noon kung gusto ko magbinibini or Miss World. So what I did was, I trained with sina Ara, sina Pia in 2013. And I think throughout the training, I realized na I wanted to join Miss World more. So pinagdaanan ko yung training nila for Binibini, but I had to wait because later on in the year, yung Miss World nga. So I was doing a couple of shows para meron akong pangkabuhayan showcase dahil kung hindi ako magtatrabaho, wala akong pambayad sa bills, girl. You know, we need to live. We need essentials like food. So yun yung ginawa ko. And then eventually, parang tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung training ko. I would train with sina Ara, sina Pia, Bea, and Mutya sa Gold's Gym noon with Papa J. And wala lang, sumasama lang ako sa group workouts nila. But Papa J couldn't train me because I wasn't a winner at that time. Like, he couldn't train me individually. So, tinuloy ko pa rin yung training ko sa sarili ko. And I would make Colette Tito Nad, I would make Colette Albert and Mama J na kahit wala pa yung training noon or kahit wala pang official training, kailangan ako yung mangulit sa kanila. Because apparently, ako lang pala yung sasali sa Aces and Queens nung year na yon. So, kung gusto ko daw, kulitin ko sila. So, yun yung ginawa ko. I had to really make them kulit because they wanted to see also kung gusto ko sumali. Which was, I think, good mind training then for me as a candidate na if I really want to, win this, I have to train and get to the people that I trust will train me well.
Pero ano ka rin ba, Mars? Hands-on ka rin ba when it comes to the training nga sa ACES? Like for example, may magsasabi na ganito yung gown, magsasabi ka na hindi ko siya gusto, dapat ganyan. Hands-on ka ba sa preparation mo sa Miss World Philippines?
I think it was different for me kasi may showbiz background ako and my style, parang medyo may background din ako sa like fashion and stuff like that. Also, my best friend Adrian was with me throughout that journey. So when it came to style, siya talaga yung kinoconsult ko outside of ACES. I know that sina Mama J and Albert would collaborate on like the hair and makeup look, but when it came to style, it was really a collaboration between Adrian and I. Kasi sabi ko sa kanya, ayokong pageant patty, di ba? There was like that thing during that time. Sabi ko, gusto ko very modelesque na with a mix of Kate Middleton, yung dating niya. So, it's very elegant and ladylike. But then sometimes mag-insert tayo na medyo sexy, classy. So, may mga ganun kaming peg na ginagawa ni Adrian. And we'd really experiment with it, which made it really fun. So, hands-on ako pagdating sa ganung aspect.
And also, Mars, ito na, diretso na tayo ngayon. Official ka na candidate ng Miss World Philippines.
Yay!
Tell us more about your experience as a first-timer in pageantry and national pageant na to. Kamusta yung experience mo sa Miss World Philippines na?
Grabe, ang kapal ng mukha ko. No? Yung iba may experience talaga from like mga province nila, like mga panalo na sila, mga Miss, whatever their province was. Ako talaga, as in, Miss Teen, whatever, hindi pa ako nanalo noon. So, mga school pageant, ganon, yung Miss Science, may ganon kami. But it was a very interesting journey for me. Kasi wala talaga akong alam sa pageants nung time na yon. And I was coming from a background of pag-artista and show business. So, ang sabi ko sa sarili ko, why don't you treat this like show business? You know, it's so competitive in the business. Take that competitiveness with you to pageants. But the great thing about it was I had learned, I guess, parang the rapport of talking to reporters, talking to media, communicating with the people around me for what I wanted in a nice way, and even just yung pakikisama. I think that's something that people should also keep in mind. Pakikisama is such a big factor also. Of course, you're going to show your skills and show what you can do when you're on stage. But when you're behind the scenes as a winner, malaking factor yung pakikisama. And I think that's something that people tend to put aside. Like they're all focused on my walk and my talk and the look. Pero importante yung ugali mo. And I think that's something that I'm proud to say na I was able to bring with me into the pageantry.
And Mars, kasi syempre, artista ka. And then, first time mo mag-join ng beauty pageant. Meron bang point noon, nasa competition na you feel pressure na dapat manalo ka, dapat ganito? May pressure ba sa'yo?
Yeah, especially nung local pageant sa Miss World Philippines. Kasi inisip ko nung time na yon, I'm putting my career on hold. And I was really doing well in terms of hosting. I was getting a lot of corporate work, which was really keeping me alive. And tumataas yung rates ko doon. Sabi ko, kung titigil ako dito, okay, let's put it on hold. If I win, then possibly I'll get more jobs, which is a great thing. But what if I lose? Paano yon? Like, ang daming at risk. It could be my job will, like, malalesen ba yung rates ko? Of course, I had to think of the worst. Malalesen ba yung rates ko? Mawawalan ba akong trabaho? Will people call me a loser? Like, I had to keep these in mind. But the thing is, I didn't let it affect me because if I let these small worries affect me, how will I reach the goals that I want? Diba ang gusto ko, I want to win this because I want to have purpose in what I'm doing. And one of the reasons why I actually joined is because I felt like there wasn't any purpose with the job that I was doing. In and out lang ako sa work. I go to work, I earn money, and that's it. Pero I found purpose in pageantry and the cause of the pageant that I was doing. Sabi ko, I'm fighting for this cause. I might as well push through with it no matter what the risk is.
Ang galing. And also, ito kasi yung nagbigay talaga sa'yo, Mars, ng platform to champion advocacies, the causes na talagang gustong-gusto mo at by heart. Ako, makaka-attest ako dyan.
Yes. Yes.
And ito, Mars, aware ka ba noon na merong camp war?
Camp war. Yes. So, especially during that time, it was really crazy because ako lang yung aces and queens nung time na yon. So parang everyone would say, oh, mag-ingat ka sa sasabihin mo kasi baka mamaya gamitin nila against you. So, yung mga ganon. And then you'd read the forum, syempre. Forums nung time na yon yung uso. Wala pang Instagram masyado. So you'd read the forums and they'd be like, this camp versus this camp. And ako naman, parang, I mean, behind the scenes, we're all friends. So, honestly, it didn't really matter to the girls unless, like, they really took it to heart na parang, camp wars to. Pero for me, it didn't matter. Like, yes, we come from different camps, we come from different teachers, but in the end, we're all going to eventually cross paths and work together. So I didn't see the point in parang having like, parang nakatigil, like, may wall. Mars, nandyan ka pa ba?
Andyan. Pasensya na brown out dito sa amin.
Ay! Okay. Buti na lang. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Mars. Pero ayan, andito na ulit ako. Hi.
Okay, so hanggang saan yung narinig mo?
Okay na sa camp wars, actually.
Yeah, okay.
So, eto Mars, after nun, kamusta ngayon? Kasi alam ko na you and Janicel ang pinagsasabong that time. How was your relationship with Janicel?
Janicel kasi, she's the type of person na, di ba, sobrang fierce niya on stage. And she just has this aura na, I'm a fighter. She has this very parang alpha female kind of the thing on stage. And nagulat ako when I got to know her because she's such a shy type of person. Very timid yung dating niya. And especially during that time, kasi she was around 18 or 19 years old at this time. So, medyo bagets pa. Pareho naman kaming bagets. But she was a bit younger than me. Pero nabilib ako sa kanya. Kasi yun nga, like behind the scenes, she's very shy. And then on stage, nag-iiba talaga yung aura niya. So may gulat factor talaga pag kasama mo siya on stage.
Ito na, Mars. Punta na tayo ngayon sa coronation night ng Miss World Philippines. Hindi ako nakapanood noon, nakapasok. Sa TV lang ako nanood kasi walang ticket na.
Wala nga, sobrang konti nga lang.
Oo, di ba? Ano talaga ako, tutok talaga ako nun sa inyo.
Kahit nga yung mga friends ko, di nakanood nun eh.
True. So, eto na, Mars. First time mo ngayon rampa. Parang graduation na to ngayon ng lahat ng preparation, ng preparation mo sa pageantry. Kamusta ang gabing yon nung coronation?
It was quite frightening. As in, medyo natakot ako na, ito na yon. I didn't want to think about this day, but it has come. So, gawin na lang natin kung ano makakaya natin. And I kind of let my worries, like, brush off ko yung mga worries ko. And I decided to have fun during the night. Kasi nasa isip ko, mabilis na lang to. The night will just pass by. Hindi mo na alam kung ano nangyari. Enjoyin mo na lang, manalo ka man o matalo.
Pero ano yung tumatakbo sa isip mo noon nung natawag na si Janicel? Isa na lang yung tatawagin, Miss World Philippines. Ano yung pumapasok sa isip mo noon that time? Kasi nakalinya kayo noon eh.
Yes, tapos kaming dalawa na lang yung natira, di ba?
Ano yung pumapasok sa isip mo noon? And that time na sinabi na ikaw na ang magre-represent ng Philippines sa Miss World.
Alam mo kung ano naisip ko? Maghahawak ba kami ng kamay? Kasi hindi kami nag-rehearse nito. Hindi sinabi sa amin sa rehearsal kung maghahawak ba kami ng kamay o kung tatayo na lang kami. So, hindi naman siya gumagalaw. So, inisip ko, sige, hindi na rin ako gagalaw. Kasi baka kailangan nakaganon pa rin. So, ginaya ko na lang din siya. Hindi ko agad inisip because I'm very, I get very anxious with technical things like that. So, oh my gosh, yun talaga inisip ko. Hindi ko man lang inisip kung, oh my gosh, mananalo ba ako hindi? Yun agad hawak mo kami ng kamay. Hindi ako sure.
Ang galing. And also, Mar, syempre, you won na as Miss World Philippines noong 2013. And diretso na tayo ngayon sa preparation mo na sa Miss World. Wow. Hindi naman lingid sa kaalaman mo na lahat sobra ng mga hot picks that time. Kung hindi ka number 2, number 1 ka talaga. Na parang sabihin ko as a beauty queen that time, nagsustock ka din ba ng mga ibang pageant page at tinitingnan mo din kung sino yung mga kakompetensya mo at kung ano yung nagigauge ka din ba na ay medyo lamang ako, medyo hindi, parang ganun?
Hindi masyado because I only had 2 weeks to prepare. So sinabi ko kay Bessie, I'm sure you know Bessie. Sabi ko, please update me. So si Bessie yung taga-update ko at siya yung taga-chika sa akin kung sino yung malakas, kung sino yung the girls that I should look out for and do my research on. And I guess I got to know them more lang nung may intro videos na sa YouTube. Kasi ang hirap mag-research talaga. But I had a lot of guestings at that time. I had to prepare for my final gown. So, doon ako nakafocus. And I didn't want to focus on anyone else kasi feeling ko kakabahan ako and I won't be able to focus on my strengths because I'll just see their strengths.
And also, eto Mars, pumunta na tayo sa Indonesia. Nasa Indonesia na tayo. First time ma-meet lahat ng mga candidates. Okay? Kanino ka na starstruck sa mga co-candidates mo?
Out of all the girls that I saw, sobrang nagandahan ako kay France. And when I first met her, I met her in passing. Sabi ko, hi, Miss France. I'm Philippines. Sabi niya, hi, nice to meet you. I know you're Philippines. Sabi ko, so kilala na natin isa't isa. Okay, we both did research on each other. So we were ganon. But it was nice. It was all friendly. So yeah, siya talaga.
And also, medyo nagulantang kami nito kasi syempre Indonesia is medyo conservative na country and
Yes.
walang swimsuit competition or beach wear ata noon that time. Nakasarong lang kayo noon. Kamusta yung preparation mo noon that time?
Before leaving the Philippines for Indonesia, ang isang requirement nila is magdala kami ng one-piece swimsuit. And I remember that I did a shoot for Metro Magazine in Davao, and we were wearing a really beautiful one-piece swimsuit from Chris Diaz. So sinabi ko kay Adrian, yung stylist ko, Besh, hiramin mo naman tong swimsuit na to. Kasi ang ganda eh. Hindi siya plain, like it's Filipino made. And I really want to bring it to Bali. So when I got to Bali, the requirement was dapat walang cleavage. So kailangan namin tahiin pa yung swimsuit na yon. Tapos magsarong kami dahil bawal nga daw yung kita yung cleavage. And they made sure na sa resort area ginawa lahat ng beach stuff. Resort, nakapaalang kami para talagang beach beauty yung dating. And on the beach shore, on the beach front.
And also, eto, exciting din to na part, yung top model. Tell us
Oh
more about the top
yeah!
model.
Yeah, the top model was actually pretty fun kasi dinabitan ako ni Princess Ayumira. And each designer, I think, got to choose the candidate that they wanted to dress up. So I think I was the only girl that dress up niya nung time na yon. It was such a beautiful dress. And while we were doing the runway, sobrang galing nilang lahat. Tapos may mga girls pa doon na nag-runway model sila. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy. Fierce kung fierce, think murder na lang ang peg. And I'm just gonna work the runway in whatever way that I know.
And
Little did I know, ako pala yung mananalo doon. Ay, nyari. Nung tinawag talaga, it was so weird. Kasi, di ba, top 10. Sabi ko, oh my God, that's so cool. Dito ako sa dulo, tatayo, para at least mukha akong matangkad. And then, during rehearsals, they actually announced, like rehearsals for the final, they announced kung sino yung winner ng top model. And I really got shocked kasi hindi ko akalain because I thought that the criteria was like kailangan matangkad, kailangan mukhang model. But I guess it was the presence. I mean, I'm not trying to say na I had the stage presence, but maybe there was something that they saw in me that I didn't think that would shine on stage.
And that time ba, Mars, na-feel mo na medyo favor sa'yo ang organization?
Not really. I mean, I try not to think about it kasi the more that I would think about what are my chances, the more that I would be complacent or parang be too assured of myself. And I didn't want to have that feeling kasi gusto ko laging laban ang peg. Gusto ko laban na laban. Ayokong ma-feel na, ay, akin na to. Kasi baka mag-relax ako. So, even Mikael was such a great push for me kasi one night he gave me a call. Sabi niya, are you doing everything that you can para to make sure that you get in the top 20 or say like the top, I think it was the top 6. Like if you got number 1 in votes, you would be in the top 6 automatically. Sabi niya, you should make sure that you do everything that you can, message all the influential people that you know, just to be sure, because you never know. You're not the judge. You're just a contestant and things could or could not be in your favor. So do everything that you think you can control in your own hands to secure a slot. So yun yung mga advice niya.
Eto Mars, kasi syempre suot-suot mo ang sash ng Philippines ngayon. And now, you're not representing yourself, but you're representing a nation.
Yes.
How was the experience representing us, Filipino, in an international stage?
It was very emotional for me. I remember we had an interview, yung closed-door interview. Si Gwen pa yung nag-i-interview sa amin noon. Kasi ito yung video na ipapakita pag top 5 ka na. And pinakita nga. So I got very emotional when I was talking about the country. Kasi I didn't think that I would get to represent the Philippines on an international stage. It was very surreal to me na isa akong Pilipina na nagre-represent abroad. Na ito, dala ko yung pangalan ng Pilipinas. So, aside from the fact that, I was talking about family, the fact na, oh my gosh, Pinoy ako, nakaka-proud. Nakaka-proud talaga yung moment na yun.
Wait lang, naiiyak ako dahil nakaka-proud ka. Kasi sinubaybayan ko yung journey mo, Mars. Alam mo yan.
Thank you, Mars friends.
Super. And Mars,
Stop,
ito
you're
na.
gonna make me cry. Oh my goodness.
Hindi, naiiyak talaga ako kasi nakaka-proud ka.
Oh,
Promise.
thank you.
Super. Uy, happy
Paiyakan
to.
mo.
Happy to, Day. Happy to. Happy to, Mars. Okay, Mars. Coronation night na.
Yes.
Kamusta ang experience mo prior to crowning? Kamusta ngayon ang experience mo? Anong difference niya nung finals night sa national at ngayon international stage na?
The big difference was definitely na habang nasa national pageant ka, you have the people that you love around you in very close perimeters. Like before kami mag-makeup, nakita ko pa sila Bessie, sila Mama J, yung mga kapatid ko, nakita ko pa. But during the international pageant, mag-isa ka lang. You know what I mean? Like, ikaw mag-aayos ng lahat nung time na yon. You have the option if gusto mo magpaayos. But since security was really strict, it was just me, my roommate, and my friends in the competition. So it's tough because you come from having a full support system behind the scenes, and now it's just you, and they're supporting you through like your mobile apps, your messaging apps, and they're all like in the audience patiently waiting. They don't know what's happening, you don't know what's happening to them. So that was the scene behind this like just before the pageant started.
And crowning moment. If I'm not mistaken, yung kasama mo noon na nakalinya na, Spain,
Yes.
Gibraltar, andun pa yun eh. Tapos parang ikaw.
Brazil.
May Brazil pa at si France. Si France ata nandun pa sa...
France and Ghana.
Oo. Ano yung pumapasok sa isip mo noon? Na parang, shucks, isa na lang yung tatawagin. Ano yung...
yung isa na lang. So, natawag na si France and si Ghana. Okay. So, ang inisip ko, nung nasa backstage pa lang kami, paulit-ulit yung nasa isip ko na you made it to the top 5. If you win this, then, oh my God, it's amazing. But if you lose this, you got the top 5. And that is so freaking amazing. So, pinaprep ko na yung sarili ko. And I made sure that I was prepping myself. And that was so important for me and my well-being because I didn't want to feel disappointed. Because I knew that no matter what, masaya ako sa ginawa ko. And masaya yung mga tao sa paligid ko. And even Mikael would tell me, he would be like, hindi, ikaw na yan, ikaw na panalo. But you need to make sure that you're prepared for anything. Kasi it's gonna hurt. But if you prepare yourself, then at least it won't hurt as much.
Ayun. And Mars, ito na, nung tinawag ka na Miss World 2013, napaganon ka pa. Napaganon ka pa.
Kaya lang yung camera ko, naglabo-labo.
Ayan, okay na. How was it, Mars? At ito, trivia lang, yung isang co-host na girl is half Pinay. Tama ba?
Yes.
Diba?
Half Pinay siya.
Half Pinay siya.
Half Pinay.
Ano yung pumapasok na nun sa isip mo, Mars? Na siya mismo nagsabi nun eh, na Philippines, yung Miss World 2013.
I think I commented this yung sa, what do you call this, si Oyel, meron siyang ginawang Megan serye. Di ba nag-post siya? And I commented that my initial reaction, I had to cover my mouth kasi napamura talaga ako. Sinong hindi mapapamura sa ganong bagay? Like, oh my God, bad words. I won. Siyempre, hindi ko sasabihin dito yung bad words. But I'm like, oh my God, bad words. What the chorba? It was really a shocking moment for me. Kasi, para akong nasa movie. Hindi ko na alam kung ano nangyayari sa paligid ko because I felt dazed. I felt confused but happy. Lol, dazed and confused. But it was a very surreal moment for me. I don't think that I could have ever imagined it happening any other way. But I didn't know how to react, honestly. Kasi medyo parang gulat factor talaga siya eh. Gulat factor talaga. Tapos medyo parang blurry lahat na nasa paligid ko. Parang I'm just like, I won. Ha! Smile. Don't forget to smile your pictures for later. So yun nasa isip ko, kailangan maganda yung pictures mo. Okay, smile. Pero oh my God, anong to nangyayari sa akin?
Ang galing. And also, Mars, ito na yung rain mo na kasi umikot kayo sa buong world na. And isa sa mga highlights siguro is yung nalaglag kayong dalawa ni Julia sa sa
Yeah.
stage. Ano yung storya na yun, Mars?
So what happened was, dapat 5 days kaming sa Haiti para check upin yung water project na ginagawa ng Miss World doon. And we took a side trip to visit an orphanage dun sa Haiti. There are a lot of kids there, so it could have been a potential project that we could have worked on yata. Or parang basta the organizer worked with this orphanage and wanted to introduce us to the kids. So we were there and they had like a makeshift area dun sa second floor. So I think hindi kinaya yung weight ng lahat ng tao kasi ang daming bata, tapos kami, tapos may mga cameras pa kaming dala. So, nasira yung parang second floor area na yon. Tapos lahat kami nahulog. And hindi maganda yung pagkalaglag ni Julia nung time na yon. So, she actually broke her femur no time na yon. And kailangan siya i-air yung parang yung medical na plane pabalik ng US. So it's really a traumatic experience kasi parang first official trip ko, tas na-aksidente kami. And our trip unfortunately got cut short. The next day, I flew out of Haiti and I stayed with my brother and his family to recover from the trauma of that experience.
And also, eto na, balik na tayo dito sa Pilipinas. Homecoming mo na.
Yes.
Ito, masaya to. Kamusta ngayon, Mars, na nakasabit na ngayon, hindi lang Philippines, kundi Miss World ka na, nasa'yo na ang corona. Ano yung feeling ngayon, Mars? Kasi binaybay mo yung mga roads ng roads sa Metro Manila. Kamusta yung experience na yun, Mars? Andun din ako, gumagano-gano ako.
I love it. It was very shocking for me. Kasi, ang nasa isip ko syempre, like, sino ba naman ako para bigyan nyo ng ganitong grand entrance? I'm just like, I just want a contest. Like, let's just be happy and celebrate. But the attention was very overwhelming for me. Kasi hindi ako sanay sa ganong klaseng attention na all eyes on me, everyone wanted to know about me. And I would consider myself to be more of an introvert than an extrovert. My extrovertedness comes out like when I'm working and whatnot. But when it comes to my personal life, a lot of the times, I feel like I cave in. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel like, like, why? Like, why do you want to know about me? So I felt very attacked. Joke. I didn't feel attacked. I was very shocked at the attention, definitely. And it was a strange feeling, I would say. I think for some people, they'd be like, oh, that's so cool. You have all the attention on you. But to be honest, completely honest, at the start of your day, you're surrounded by so many people. And then by the end of the day, mag-isa ka na lang sa kwarto mo. So it's a very interesting feeling and experience to go through. And I think a lot of the beauty queens and a lot of the winners go through that same experience where they're just like, wow, I can't believe that just happened. Like, is this the kind of world that I'm thrown into now? So it's a kind of interesting experience to have.
Thank you so much, Mars. And ngayon, Mars, we have two special guests na makakasama natin ngayon para sa chikahan natin. One of which is one of my good friend. Handle niya is Millennial Quinologist sa Facebook, JV Khan. Hello, JV.
Hi. Hello, Megan. Hi, Mars.
Hello. And also one of my colleague in the Qrown Philippines, Romel. Hello.
Hi, Megan.
Hi. Trivia.
May mga
Trivia. Ka-schoolmate ko si Romel nung high school.
Catch me.
Batchmates kami.
Nice. Batchmates.
Yes, and we went to, yung nag-school paper kami. Doon kami nagkaroon
Yeah.
ng some moment ni Maga.
May moment kami.
Uh,
Hi,
um,
JV.
Hi, Megan. So nice to meet you. I've been a fan since your Starstruck days.
Oh, thank you, JV.
Like,
It's nice to meet you.
yeah, during your Starstruck days, I know that you will go to big places. So I was right.
Thank you.
So yon,
Mars friends.
si Mars France ay hinayaan na kami to ask you some
Gotcha.
questions.
I love it.
Yeah. I have a question because I handle a page called Millennial Quinologist, and I'm really advocating about taking in the values of pageantry and applying it in our real life. So my question for you would be, what comes to your mind when you hear the word true queen mindset? So what does a true queen mindset mean to you?
A true queen mindset, I think, is she's definitely a go-getter. She doesn't stop aiming for what she wants, but she always has good intentions. And she makes sure that she doesn't step on other people along the way. So, bale, the queen's mindset is she is the leader and she takes everyone with her pataas. Hindi lang siya mag-isa. Kasi kung isipin mo, it's like a crown, di ba?
Mhm.
She's at the top, but then it's not really a crown if you don't have the other aspects to it. Everyone else involved is a part of that journey and sabay-sabay kayo umaangat together.
Oh my God, that's such a beautiful answer. An answer that I will definitely expect from the first and only Miss World from the Philippines. So, ang ganda-ganda ng sagot. So, Megan, can I move on to the next question? Because I think this is a little bit interesting. Although you mentioned something earlier na about your personal life, you are medyo,
Okay.
di ba? So, you're not very private. So, since you and Mikael are very private with your relationship, we are just curious, what made you decide to discuss relationships in your podcast?
Yeah, so yun nga, beforehand, medyo private kami, like we didn't really want to discuss it. But that was because of work issues. Like, kailangan may love teams si Mikael, so we had to respect that and the work that he was doing. And when it came to the point na we realized, we're older na, and a lot of people knew about our relationship. People started asking us, how, like, ano yung mga bagay, sorry, I'm gonna say it in English. How do you keep a relationship that long? Like, what are the goals? Like, how do you become relationship goals? And instead of answering them one by one, we decided, why don't we just like put everything into a podcast or something where we can just talk to people and talk about our experiences? And it's something that we do often with friends. And we just decided, why not, diba? Why not be more open to people? A lot of people can relate. We're people of influence. So why not share the good values that we have with other couples out there?
Nice. Thank you. You're very generous with you sharing your relationship tips with other people. So very queenly of the people talaga. So thank you. So I guess our other guest will ask the questions now. So I'm just gonna go down now.
Hi, Megan. Ayan. So,
Hi.
ilalaglag muna kita kasi I have been friends with you like around more than a decade already siguro.
Yeah.
We probably lost touch along the way, but we really just had some moments when we were in high school. Ano, because when you were in Starstruck nga, natatandaan ko na kasi guys, I was really a math competitor ano. Tapos
Yeah.
sobrang galing pa siya nun ng Starstruck, and so ako nasa labas ako. So talagang nagre-review ako. So hindi talaga magpapas kami na hindi ko alam talaga kung ano mang nangyari noon. But she knows that I really like what she did na nag-join siya ng Starstruck. She really pursued her dream. So ayun, pagpasok niyang ganon at pagdaan ko dun sa may gym talaga,
Yeah.
sumigaw siya sa akin. Sabi niya, copy, I'm in. Pasok ako sa Starstruck. Gumanon siya sa akin. And ako parang I was so privileged at that time kasi ano ba to, magiging artista na tong tapos when siguro more than anyone in this school, I was probably one of the first people to know that you got in the school, diba? So I really campaigned for you then, diba? Parang I started parang
Thank you.
out yung mga sending out mga pamphlets to for them to vote for you, ganyan. Even if sa ibang mga year talagang nagpamudmod ako ng mga pamphlets para and it came to a point na sobrang bumabagyo. Pumunta ka for the shooting and nasa bench lang ako. Hindi ko nga alam kung anong ginagawa ko dun sa bench na yun. Tapos parang nandun ka na pala, bigla ka na lang pumupunta dun sa bench, tapos nandun yung camera, tapos biglang sabi mo, you know guys, he's my best fan here in school. Tapos parang ako, Megan.
Nilaglag kita.
So it was really, really funny at that time. It was something that I really treasured kasi when we were doing school paper, I'm not sure if alam mo pa, Megan was really very authentic. That's what I know about her. And she really has this mindset na kapag gusto niya yung isang bagay, talagang gagawa niya ng
Gusto ko.
To the point na, okay, magsusulat ako ng isang controversial topic, wala akong pakialam. Gagawin niya talaga yon. And when she did that, talaga ako, gusto ko maging friend tong si Megan kasi sobrang ballsy niyang tao. Yun yung talagang napakiramdam ko na. And there's one time, I'm sorry Megan, ikukwento ko talaga to.
Go lang.
Na, prelims noon, so kapag prelims, diba, half day tayo. So what we did was we went to the school paper office, library, para magsulat, ganyan. And then, wala kang mayayang ibang tao. As in, wala siguro yung barkada mo. Wala kang mayayang ibang tao. Ako yung niyaya mong kumain sa baba. Kabubukas lang ng SM Olongapo, guys. Alam niyo yun? Kabubukas lang ng SM Olongapo. Tapos, si Megan, gusto niya lang naman mag-Greenwich.
Oh my God! Yun na nasa isip ko. Siguro lasagna yung gusto ko.
No!
Hindi ba? Pizza?
Hindi. Sobrang gulat na gulat ako noon, Megan, kasi I asked for a combo meal, parang spaghetti and chicken, and you ordered a whole pizza. And you ate it on your own. And sobrang gulat na gulat kasi parang ang payat-payat ni Megan. Tapos kaya niyang ubusin yung isang buong pizza in one.
I love pizza.
In one go. So talagang sobrang na-admire talaga kita nun. And I really knew back then na, well, a lot of people were saying na pang binibini ka and everything. Pero I kept on saying na Megan is going to be the first Miss World. And it happened. It really happened. Talagang all of my siguro nung nagpa-pageant ka, hindi na kasi ako masyadong nag-aano noon. But I know in my heart, even before, na talagang Miss World was the pageant for you. So, ayan. And ayun kasi, it's just mind-blowing how you have grown so much since high school. You really had a proper mindset when you joined the pageant. Nakikita yung artistic side mo kasi the way you answer questions, the way you view things in such a very descriptive manner, it really speaks a lot about how rich your vocabulary, how rich your artistic side is. So isa sa mga question ko was, Julia Morley actually said na when you walked inside the room, you already know that it's gonna be her. You already know that it's gonna be you that to win the crown. So what was your reaction back then?
She actually told me the story after I won the pageant. Kasi syempre, kinaka-curious ako, we spend a lot of time together, especially during our travels. Sabi ko, why me? Kumano na ako sa kanya. Why me? Like,
very Megan.
Diba? Like, syempre curious ako, and I'm curious about a lot of things. She said, well, I'm not the only one that chose you. Sabi niya. There are other people that said yes to Miss Philippines at that time. But I noticed you one day, and I remember this day because it was the first day that I ever saw Julia. Nag-register kami ng mga online accounts namin, yung mga Facebook namin para ma-sync lahat. and so that we can get all the details for multimedia. And when I entered the room, she was there with the PR person of Miss World at that time. And they were sitting down. Eh, naka-wedge ako na 7 inches. So, ang laki kong tao, tingnan. So, pagpasok ko, sabi ko, oh, hello. Tapos, hi, I'm from the Philippines. Gawin ako sa kanya. Is anyone waiting in line? Are you in line? Sabi ko sa kanya. Tapos jokingly lang. So, sabi niya, go ahead, go ahead. So, I did my thing na. And that was it. That was the only thing that happened. So, I was just myself, honestly, when I was around her. But I only really bumped into her 2 times during the pageant. And then aside from that was the interview. So it was a pretty interesting moment, diba? Like you don't think that these moments would matter because it's
Yeah.
just like, hindi naman tayo i-judge nito.
Kaya
But,
malang yun.
diba? As in, dumaan lang ako. As in, sabi ko, are you online? Nag-joke pa ako sa kanya. No? Diba? Lakas ng loob ko mag-joke. That was, wala, it's just a pretty interesting moment, I would say.
And alam mo, Megan, when you joined the competition on the finals night, I was really happy to hear that final answer you gave. Kasi that perfectly exemplified who you are. Yung core value of humanity na answer mo and how it interconnects dun sa mga dun sa mga sinasabi mo, dun sa stories about you. So, as you see guys, sobrang authentic talaga ni Megan to the point na she already won Miss World. And she went to our school reunion and she wore plain shirt. Like, plain shirt talaga si Megan. Like, siguro alam niya na everyone's going to parang
Dress up.
tapos parang magda-dress up, ganyan. Tapos siya, magpe-plain t-shirt lang talaga siya. Ganun ka low-key. So,
Diba you're supposed to go to just reminisce? Sabi ko, I don't need to dress up. That's what I do for a living.
yeah. And then parang, andun lang naman talaga para mapagtsikahan, di ba?
Yeah.
Makipag-usap with our batchmates, ganyan. Tapos, syempre, everyone recognizes you. And even in Olongapo, you can see a big banner of her na home of the most beautiful people in the world, Olongapo. So,
I'm on a bus.
sabi ko yung
How
time na,
cool is that?
that's very cool, no? Pero sabi ko talaga nun, sobrang gusto ba to ni Mega na yung face niya nasa kung saan sa.
Mukha ko. It's pretty cool. I think it's
Yeah,
cool.
it's cool. Yeah, and another thing, when you were being crowned, you spoke in Filipino. And that's
Yes.
really
Yes.
empowering.
You know
And-
what? Trivia lang before you continue. When I'm emotional, I really speak in Tagalog. When I'm angry, when I get shocked, when I'm emotional, I speak in Tagalog. You can even ask Mick because syempre pag may mga times na emotional ako or like nasistress ako sa kanya, may mga moments na ganyan, tinatawanan niya ako kasi para daw ako nagtutula ng teleserye. So that's the trivia behind it is my emotional language is really Tagalog.
Yeah, so ang dami kasing nagsasabi rin before na parang, ayun, PhilAm na naman yung pinadala, tas nanalo, ganyan.
Yeah,
But
dami nga nagsabi.
sobrang galing magtagalog na Megan. I mean, of course, nung mga simula, medyo baloktot pa onte, but she really got the hang of it.
Marunong naman ako guys mag-Tagalog. Kayo naman.
Last question. Well, ako kasi one of the things that you were that was your anchor during your Miss World journey was your family. Being the eldest of your parang tatlo kayong magkakapatid. So ako noon parang that's the reason why she joined. That's the reason why she's there. It's because she's a fighter. Yun yung sa akin as someone who believes in you, no? But kamusta yung family mo? How are you now? Kasi I think you're really very close with your siblings. Yun talaga ang impression ko, ano. So
Yeah,
kamusta?
so yung family dynamic namin is we're very malambing with each other. That's our dynamic as a family. And we try to call each other every day kasi syempre Mick and I are living on our own now because we have like syempre we're married. So My brother and sister live together, and my mom is currently working in the States. So every so often, we try to call each other. But I think it's more likely every day. Magkausap kami just to get updates on each other, check up on each other's well-being, mental health, and also if everybody has everything that they need during these times, especially. So we're good, we're close, and we're all just one phone call away from each other.
Yeah, I'm sure sobrang hirap mag-adjust given that you've been with them for like a decade already na ikaw talaga yung tumatayong nanay nila dito sa Philippines, diba?
Yeah, and it's hard because syempre, you're trying to maintain social distancing now. So whenever I have to drop off something like groceries at their house, or I want to bake cookies for them and I send it to them at their house, talagang hanggang abot lang. Kasi hindi kami pwede magyakap, bawal ang visitor sa mga condo namin pareho. So hanggang tingin lang, nakakaiyak honestly pag magkakasama kami. Tapos 5 minutes lang, kailangan alis na. So it's hard, but we try to do the best that we can for our families para maging safe sila.
Iyak na yan. Iyak na yan.
Oo nga nafe-feel ko. Iyak na si Mars France.
It was nice catching up with you and reminiscing times with you. Salamat.
Thanks, Romel.
Thank you so much, Romel. And also to our millennial chronologist himself, si JV Khan. Thank you
Thanks,
so
JV.
much. Thank you so much, mga Mars. And it's a nice catch up, actually.
Same,
With
super
Romel.
fun.
Diba,
Super
diba?
fun.
Ang galing. And also, Mars, ito na. Isa sa mga segment namin dito na ginagawa ko is nagbibigay kami ngayon ng advice sa letter senders namin. So magiging Ma'am Chong ko ngayon. Magpakailan. Alright, Mars. Ready ka na ba magbigay ng advice sa ating letter sender ngayon? Ayun.
Ay, akala ko ako yung bibigyan nyo ng advice.
Ay, ganun.
Joke.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our segment, which is Dear Mars France. Dear Mars France and Miss Megan, naranasan niyo na po bang malagay sa sitwasyon na gusto niya pero ayaw? Gusto mo pero ayaw? Ako nga po pala si Remy ng Cebu. When I know na mag-guest si Miss Megan Young, sa isa sa programa ninyo, nagbakasakali po akong sumulat para po mabigyan niya ako ng advice sa live ninyo. Since high school ako ay taga-subaybay na ako ng Starstruck Batch 1 up until kay Chris Bernal. At isa po ako sa mga tagahanga ni Miss Megan Yang. Kaya sobrang nagalak ako na sumulat sa inyo ngayon. Anyhow, hingi sana po ako ng advice, Mars France and Miss Megan, with regards to my dilemma in life. I'm engaged with my 6 years boyfriend. Hi, Mika.
Cutie pie.
I'm engaged with my 6 years boyfriend na si Allen. And sa 6 years na yon, mga Mars, masasabi ko, isa si Allen sa mga blessings ko sa buhay. At no doubt, nung nag-propose siya sa akin last October, ay napayet talaga ako. Pero, mga Mars, since na-lockdown ngayon, hindi kami medyo nag-uusap kasi nasa ibang bahay siya at nandito naman ako kila mama at papa. Ito na mga Mars, dito na ngayon pumapasok ang dilema ko kasi sa lockdown ngayon, ang daming pumapasok sa isip ko at gulong-gulo na ako kung itutuloy ko pa ba ang pagpapakasal or hindi. Like, ang dami kong questions. Paano na ang career ko? Paano ang magiging buhay ko with my friends kung meron na akong asawa? At yung family ko, paano? Ang daming paano, mga Mars. Pero, mahal ko naman tong si Allen at gusto ko talagang magpakasal sa kanya. Pero, in doubt lang po ako ngayon. Hopefully, matulungan niyo po ako sa aking problema at dilema. Nagmamahal, Remy.
Remy, maraming salamat sa inyong sulat dito sa aming programa. Ito, bibigyan kita ng kasagutan sa inyong mga tanong. Handa ka na bang makinig? Ito, Remy. Okay. Kausapin kita. Kaibigan sa kaibigan. Wow!
Wow! Sabay pa tayo.
Okay.
Wow!
Wow! Wow! Wow, ha? Okay. Ang relasyon, isa itong bagay na hindi ka mag-isa. Bakit? Kasi dalawa kayo sa relationship. It's teamwork. So, the questions that you have, paano na yung career ko? Ang tanong ko sa'yo, bakit kailangan mawala ang career mo? Your husband or your partner is there to help you flourish in that career and help you flourish in your skills and to get ahead of the game. Tulad, an example, sira ulo ka, he's joking. He helps me so much. Gags talaga to. But an example would be, Mikael has helped me immensely in terms of getting forward with pageantry in my career. He's guided me as well. So, yung partner mo, teamwork kayo eh. Pagdating sa mga ganyang bagay, tutulungan mo din yung future husband mo sa work niya. If he needs help or advice, you'll be there to support him and to guide him. If you have questions about these things or doubts, I think maybe you should talk to your partner instead of to me, because a relationship works with communication. And if you have these feelings, maybe it's because of the lockdown na, yun, di ba, nagkakaroon ng stress, hindi kayo nagkikita. But I think proper communication should help you and should help you find your answers to all the questions that you have. Kailangan yung partner mo ang kausapin mo.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Mars Megan, sa pagbigay ng advice ngayon sa ating letter sender na si Remy. And hopefully, Remy, kung nanonood ka, ma-absorb mo ang binigay na advice ni Miss World mismo. At idol mo, di ba? Kasi alam na alam niya since batch 1 hanggang daw kay Chris Bernal.
Yes.
So parang starstruck avid fan. And Mars, ito kasi question ko ngayon sa'yo, in a relationship, like for example, ako ngayon, parang single ako ngayon, so parang papasok ako sa relationship, eme lang.
Wow, I was like, who's this?
Mars, para sa'yo, ano yung ingredients ninyo ni Mikael? Bakit kayo nag-last hanggang sa nagpakasal kayo? Ano yung masasabi, mga tips siguro sa isang relationship?
Siguro yung ingredients, mga 1 cup of honesty. Sabi mo kasi ingredients. I think a big factor in our relationship is honesty. It's not only in telling your partner the full truth, but it's also in reciprocating the truth. Mahirap magsabi ng totoo. Mahirap magsabi ng mga bagay na masakit sa partner mo. Kasi totoo nga siya. So the truth always hurts. But I think it's up to you and your partner to have a mindset na, okay, how do I process this truth? Will I get angry? Will I try to understand them? And how do you communicate that? So honesty, trust, and communication are big factors in our relationship. And these are the 3 things that when you have them together, then I think it's made our relationship even better.
Thank you so much, Mars. And from Qrown Philippines and also sa akin, Mars France, congratulations sa wedding ninyo ni Mikael.
Thank you.
Mars. And also, Mars, kahit konti lang, kamusta yung preparation nyo before, during and after the wedding? Kamusta yung preparation ninyo?
We started preparing for the wedding 10 months before the actual wedding. So we did everything in private kasi we wanted to enjoy the planning process without people telling us na add this, add this, add this. So we wanted to add only the things that we wanted. So it was a fun experience for us kasi we got to do everything our way and catered to our taste. So, ano yung sinasabi mo, Popo? Kumakanta si Popo. Was it fun? Sabi niya. Yes, it was fun. And it was a great experience for us. Pero to be honest, nothing really has changed between Mikael and I kahit na kinasal na kami. It's something that's just written in paper. It's more formal now, syempre. But I think the way that we've been able to handle our relationship noon at ngayon, ganun pa rin. Tinakpan yung ilaw ko, ha?
Hello, Mikael. Magandang hapon.
Hi daw, sabi ni Mars Friends.
Tinakpan ko yung ilaw niya, papagalitan na niya ako. Kukulong na niya ako sa kwarto.
Bawal ka talaga lumabas.
Ayun.
ECQ.
GCQ.
Stay safe, stay at home.
GCQ
Ay,
na.
GCQ na pala, sorry, today.
Yeah,
GCQ.
So Mars, ito, kasi I know that yung Miss World ngayon at yung pagiging Miss World mo is nagbigay sa'yo ng platform for a certain causes and also to champion your advocacy. Now Mars, it's all about ngayong time na to parang sabihin natin sa mga Facebook viewers natin with regards to your causes, your advocacies, at yung mga fundraisings mo ngayong pandemic.
Yes. So before the pandemic happened, I was supporting Smile Train Philippines. So I've been working closely with them and also the Zero Hunger program. But now that we had COVID, we wanted to focus our efforts on helping out the frontliners. So what me and my batchmates from high school did is we came up with a group, nag-raise kami ng funds, and nakabili kami ng mga PPEs and mga face masks para mabigay sa mga frontliners. We've had 2 batches sent out already. Medyo mahirap kasi yung logistics niya dahil sa Zambales namin sinesend. One of the main reasons why we wanted to send it to Zambales is because marami na sa Manila, sila wala masyadong nakukuha sa Zambales and Bataan. And a lot of the doctors and nurses there, mga friends namin, mga kakilala namin, at mga kaklase namin ng high school. So we wanted to support them because, you know, they're doing the best that they can to help out the healthcare system in the province. And our 3rd batch will be focused on the ITAS naman in Bataan. I got a really great donation from Tupperware Color Collection, yung cosmetics line nila, which I endorse. They gave a great amount of products that we can give to the ITA community there. They gave a lot of hygiene products, toothpaste, soap, and we'll be giving out blankets, I think, as well to other people and food packs. So dun na nakabase yung next batch of donations namin.
Thank you so much, Mars. And also, it's time for our shout out. Magsha-shout out tayo ngayon ng mga people na nanonood sa atin ngayon. So first is, shout out ko lang si Tita Ida Cortesa. Hello sa inyo dyan. Si Mary Valerie Cortesa or si Ate Nina. Rio Sora family, Andrada family, si Gloria Blanquera, and Aliani Flores. Hello!
Shoutout ko lang din si Soba.
Hello, Soba! Kagabi yan yung sinend mo, di ba, sa atin?
Yeah! Super!
Ayun. And also, Mars, saan ka nila ngayon mapafollow sa mga social media mo?
Yes, you guys can follow me on Instagram. That's Megan Bata. I also got TikTok if you're interested. I mean, I don't dance or anything. It's just fun, loving stuff. My name there is Madam Bones with a Z. And also, of course, my gaming stream on Facebook. That's fb.gg/Megan Young page. I stream Animal Crossing now, but I'll be streaming Wild Rift in the future for all the gamers out there.
Thank you so much, Mars. And also, don't forget to follow our official social media, which is the Qrown Philippines sa Facebook at sa Instagram. And also, subscribe na rin kayo kasi si Qrown Philippines meron ng YouTube. And also, Mars, don't forget to follow my personal account, which is Mars Franz po sa Facebook at sa Instagram. And sa YouTube ko na 10,000 subscribers na po.
Oh, speaking of YouTube, congratulations, Mars Friends. Also, guys, don't forget, we also have a YouTube page, kay Mikael, Mr. Mikael Daez, and the podcast, which you can listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and of course, YouTube as well. It's #Behind Relationship Goals.
Ayun. And Mars, what is your message right now sa mga supporters mo since day one up until ngayon? And also, Mars, ano yung message mo sa ating mga frontliners at backliners ngayon?
Para sa mga sumuporta sa akin noon pa, maraming salamat. It really means a lot to me when I hear you guys say that you've supported me through and through. And when I see your messages, I get to read them. And I don't get to read all of the messages. I'm so sorry, but when I do, I try to reply as much as I can. So thank you. It really means a lot. And nakakataba ng puso yung support niyo. To all the frontliners and backliners and everyone that's been, trying to flatten the curve, thank you for doing your part, and thank you for the support that you've given to the community. Thank you, and let's continue to stay safe and stay at home as much as we can.
Ayun. And also mga Mars, don't forget, June 3, from Miss World, punta tayo ng Miss International. Makakabanding natin si Miss International 2016, Kylie versus
Love it!
exciting. Thank you so much, Mars.
Nakompleto mo na. Makukompleto mo na ang girls. Malapit na.
Yes, Mars, thank you. And also, gusto ko lang batiin ang aking mare, belated happy birthday, Sheila, na nagpasangyupsal sa amin dito nung nakaraan. Happy birthday, Mars.
Happy birthday. May pa-samgyupsal ka din ba sa akin? Joke.
Oh, Sheila, narinig mo? Magpasangyupsal ka daw kay Megan.
Joke lang yun. Joke lang.
And Mars, before we end our Facebook Live, I would like to say thank you in behalf of the Qrown Philippines and also sa akin, Mars France, maraming salamat kasi pinagbigyan mo ang aming invitation and also hopefully nag-enjoy ka sa session natin ngayong hapon.
Super nag-enjoy ako, Mars friends. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that I got to talk to you guys again, to Ramel, and I got to meet JV. I can't wait to see you guys in person again. But for the meanwhile, I think we'll have to just see each other on social media.
True. And mga Mars, kahit naka-GCQ ngayon, kung wala namang gagawing importante sa labas at wala namang essential, stay at home, wash our hands, wear mask, and keep social distancing. Mars, before we end our Facebook Live, I have one question to you. Ano ang unang-una mong gagawin after ma-lift na lahat at may vaksina at pwede na tayong lumabas?
Magpapagupit ako ng buhok. Hindi ko na kaya. Sobrang haba na ng buhok ko. Tsaka nails, Mars, tingnan mo yung nails ko. Hindi ko na alam. Hindi nakakaganda.
Thank you mga Mars sa pag-view ng aming Facebook Live ngayon. Thank you Megan and thank you Soba.
Thank you.
And also thank you Mikael Dice. Maraming salamat. Thank you mga Mars and good luck and God bless you all.
Good night. Stay safe.